Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about a quote that I say quite often, and you guys either love it or you hate it. And it's everything that happened today should have happened because it did. And I hear a lot, Christian, you have cancer. How can you say that? How do you even think that way? Do you think it should have happened to you? And the reason I say this is because you don't have to like it and you don't have to accept it. It is what it is. I can't change what happened 10 years ago. I can't change what happened last year. I can't change what's going to happen next week. The only thing I can change is at this moment, and I can focus on this moment in time. And I'd also like to talk about the four things that keep us from happiness. Most of you know anger, anxiety, depression, and guilt. We know those four. And all of these emotions we can overcome simply by taking the words out of our vocabulary. Delete the shoulds, must, and demands from your mind. You hear me say that all the time. Why do I wear this red band? Don't should on yourself. That's why. Realize that the world doesn't owe you anything, nor does it revolve around you. I know that sometimes a lot of people think that it does. But no one or something should do anything. It would be nice if they did. You're not the reason for death or misfortune. Just like a flat tire can't literally piss you off. Your husband shouldn't have been on time because he wasn't, right? It would have been nice if he were. But no one can make you feel anything. Only you have the power to accomplish that. Our minds want to think negative. They enjoy creating stories. Yesterday I got the phone call saying my kidneys weren't filtering. And oh my God, I created some stories. Let me tell you, I really wanted to make this video yesterday. I just had so much I wanted to say, but just couldn't get the words out. And if you don't think that's true, when was the last time your husband or wife was running really late, or your kids? What's the first thing that you thought? A little time goes on, and your mind starts to create its own stories, right, of exactly what they're doing. And you still have no facts. But your mind's created this story that by the time they got there or they walked in, you're either overwhelmed with anger or anxiety. You may even go into a rage. A quick way to break a relationship, right? And that's just one of a million examples. I know, like I said, my mind created a million things yesterday, and I haven't seen a specialist yet. As hard as this is to accept, it's true. Think of guilt and anger for a second. Ever had guilt? It eats away at your soul, right? And I'm not saying that you can't have these emotions. It's perfectly healthy too. But how long do we hold on to them? The sooner you can let go, the sooner you'll find freedom, and you'll be on the road to happiness. And the next time you install a should, must, or demand into your sentence, take a step back and ask yourself, why? Why do I do that? Remember, all these thoughts and images are stored in this vast majority net. We build up models of how the outside world is, and it's why we hear so much in life that you can be whatever you think, or fake it till you make it. In reality, it's been proven over and over. If you practice something over and over again, you build this long-term relationship. If you get angry on a daily basis or suffer on a daily basis, you're building a long-term relationship in your identity, right? Every time we interrupt the thought process, we break that long-term relationship. Your brain is the biggest pharmacy in the world. There's a chemical for every emotion, every thought, every image. There's chemicals for love, sadness, angry, every single thing that we feel or think. And every single cell in our body has receptors. Like a key that fits a lock, they attach to the cells, and that sends a signal into that cell. This takes us back to breaking those habits, like changing keywords in our vocabulary. Exercise, visualization, meditation. If you visualize something in your thoughts, a positive picture, the brain doesn't know that visual image versus the real thing. You're creating change, right? Okay, the cat's going to visit me right now. Stop. So right now, take a moment to remember yourself, and remember everything that happened today should have happened because it did. Hey, baby. We don't choose it. We don't have to accept it. But just know that it happened. Hi. And move on. I could choose, really, oh, God, 2 dogs and a cat. You know, I could choose to create all these stories in my head and lay in bed and mope around and feel sorry for myself. See this baby? Hi. Yes. Oh, hi. Or I could get off my duff. Okay. Trying to do something here, okay? And be positive, right? And try to create a positive change for myself. This is going to be a great year. You know, next week will be 1 year that I was diagnosed with cancer. And yesterday, getting that phone call really hit me hard. And I think it was because it's like I've done my dues. I feel like I did the chemo and I stayed positive, and this is supposed to be over and done, and this year is supposed to move on. This cat is not going to stop. And you know, it's still going to be a great year. It's just going to be a little tougher, that's all. So I hope this helps some of you out there, and I hope you understand a little better of when I say everything that happened today should have happened, because it did. So I just want to thank all of you for being on my side. It's just such a blessing to have you all, and to hear all of your positive things. So keep the prayers coming, and thank you, and seriously, everything that happened today should have happened because it did. Have a great day.